The unmarried poor girl who had a child suddenly found out. My boyfriend is the only child of a conglomerate. Not only was she not thrilled. On the contrary, it feels sad. After Jong-hoon learned of his identity, it spread throughout the company. Hastily ran to Eunsu's house to explain. He kept apologizing to her, saying that he did not intentionally hide his identity. Eunsu thought he was joking with her. When she got home, she didn't have time to calm down after learning that Jong-hoon cheated on her. She discovered she was pregnant. It is true that before this matter was resolved, another problem arose. Thick-faced Se-yeon goes to find Jong-hoon. Ask him if he really wants to marry that woman. Obviously I like you that way. Why can't you see me? Jong-hoon said that he always considers her as his sister. Never thought of becoming a lover before. Se-yeon is rejected by Jong-hoon. Go home angry, throwing things. She swore that she would have to separate Jong-hoon and that woman. So she called to meet Eunsu. Having just met Se-yeon, she claimed to have sovereignty over Eunsu. Says herself as Jong-hoon's fiancé. The wife and the president have always wanted us to get married quickly. This was decided a long time ago. No matter what happens, it won't change. And warned Eunsu to stay away from Jong-hoon in the future. Eunsu also told her that we really love each other. Nor did she care about her cockroach's divorce plan. Se-yeon was too shy to get angry. The life of the poor. The moment a rich man who even thought of not thinking entered his world. Have you forgotten what kind of person you are? But still dare to say love each other sincerely. Thinking is not necessary. The tycoon's wife knew that her son wanted to marry a poor wife. Also strongly opposed. She told Jong-hoon. There is also no need for children to find a surrogate wife. But he won't let him take an orphan from a baby and lose his parents' love. Eunsu went to work today and met the president. The chairman looked at the woman who made his son fall in love. Felt an imperative to deal with her quickly. So he ordered Dong-yeon. In 3 days must think of a way to separate Jong-hoon and Eunsu. Dong-yeon called manager Yang over. Wants her to break up the relationship between Jong-hoon and Eunsu. The next day poor Eunsu is fired. Manager Yang received an order from Dong-yeon. Trick Eunsu saying Jong-hoon and Se-yeon will get married later this month. Also fake wedding invitations. I have long heard the jokes of the rich guys. But this time it was really too much. Why can't even a pitiful person like her forgive her? Right, not people. Is this for real? Kang Jong-hoon is so evil. Jong-hoon knows about Dong-yeon using tricks to deceive Eunsu. So officially declared war on him. Let's see who wins in the end. Whether father or brother. No one can stop me. This rich boy fell in love with a poor girl from a young age who grew up in an orphanage. Faced with strong opposition from the family. To protect his love. Decided not to be patient and had to fight with his family to the end. The president wanted Jong-hoon and Eunsu to break up completely. So tricked him into saying that his wife's back pain had recurred and had to go abroad for treatment. I want Jong-hoon to come with me. Jong-hoon was afraid during the time he went abroad. Dad will play tricks to deal with Eunsu. He wanted his father to promise not to deal with Eunsu while he was not here. On his face, the president pretended to smile in agreement. Eunsu went to the maternity hospital to check. I found out I was 6 weeks pregnant. For letting Jong-hoon go back to Se-yeon's side. Dong-yeon finds Eunsu again. Tell her that Jong-hoon is getting engaged to Se-yeon. Eunsu's heart was very surprised. But she still pretended to be calm. So what? Why what? The soon-to-be engaged person proposes to her. Do you believe it? The orphan has no parents. She felt that President Kang would agree to let her be his daughter-in-law. From the very beginning, Jong-hoon knew it would not be possible. Obviously know that but still start. Now that it should be over, she should understand better than anyone. Dong-yeon said if Eunsu could promise not to date Jong-hoon anymore, he will give her a large amount of money. Arrange for him a good job. And give her a room. Enough for her not to worry about dressing. And Eunsu also said that it's up to me to decide whether to break up or not. So break up or not. Break up or not will be decided by me. If you persist, what you have now will no longer be there. I don't care. Because people have nothing. There will be no fear of losing anything. So there is nothing to fear. Even if you lose everything, even if you fall to the lowest place, then there's nothing to fear. Sorry. After Jong-hoon learned that Eunsu was resigned from the company, immediately ran to the house to find Eunsu in panic. His heart is very insecure, worried that Unsa will disappear when her father stops her. Unsa has many doubts in her heart. She wants to know what his relationship with Se-yeon is. Is he going to be engaged to that girl? But still patiently did not say. At this time, she was also very afraid that Jong-hoon was just a temporary new feeling for herself. Unsa because she loves him so much. Fear of not being able to accept this fact. Jong-hoon said that in the next few days he will have to go abroad to see a doctor with his mother. When he comes back, he will take her to meet her parents. Unsa's heart began to feel uneasy. He saw that she had a lot to say. Ask her what happened. Unsa said to wait for him to come back and then said. Unsa looked at the picture of the child. Suddenly thought of Dong-yeon's threat. Still persisting. Even what you have now will also be lost. Baby. Can a mother live without a father? Is that okay? The next day at the airport, Jong-hoon was intentionally stolen by passers-by. He didn't even notice. In the evening, Unsa received a text message from Jong-hoon. See you soon to clear up the misunderstanding. Unsa goes to the right place in the message. Waited for a long time but did not see Jong-hoon coming. Waiting for a traffic accident to be deliberately arranged. The man saw the necklace of the woman he loved suddenly collapsed. He cried out her name painfully. Unsa. But what he didn't expect was, it was thought that the two had been separated forever. But now Unsa is lying on the hospital bed. It turned out that Jin Gu's younger brother caused the incident and was arrested and sent to prison. Jin Ji-yu needs a lot of money to bail his brother out. At this time, a friend of his, Tae-sung, came over. Lying to him, he said that he was regularly harassed by a woman at a bar. I want to teach her a lesson. Wanted Jin Ji-yu to drive a car and lightly hit Unsu. Scared her so she wouldn't bother him anymore. Just like that will give Jin Ji-yu money. That can both help you solve the problem. Jin Ji-yu can also save his brother out. After hitting Unsu, he regained his senses. Take Unsu, who is still breathing, to the hospital for treatment. The gang was afraid that Unsu would wake up and recognize them. Advised Jin Ji-yu to leave quickly. If you don't get caught, it will be more trouble. But Jin Ji-yu felt a pang of conscience. When two people are arguing, then his accomplices received a phone call. Say Tae-sung is sending someone to look for them. Now the two of them gradually understood. Turns out this was a conspiracy. That Tae-sung is not a human. Saying that he just lightly bumped her scared her. Who would have thought that waiting for her to fall into a coma, she would use her car to crush her. Then blame him for the accident, fear of running away. Let him go to jail, won't he? The plan is really meticulous, you scoundrel. After Unsu received treatment, she lost her memories. Don't remember anything in the past. The doctor tells Jin Ji-yu, Unsu is pregnant. His accomplices thought it best to leave her alone. But Jin Ji-yu was thinking. He had met Unsu a few times before. Soon fell in love with her. Now Unsu has lost her memories. Then he will favorably push the boat to change her name and change her last name. I will be her husband and the father of her unborn child. Start a new life with Unsu. On the other side, Jong-hoon took his mother abroad to get medical treatment. He even dreamed of not daring to think. In just one trip, two people were in two worlds. Dong-yeon tells Jong-hoon what happened to Unsu. Jong-hoon ran to the accident scene. Still can't believe my eyes. Finally saw the half-star necklace that Unsu always carries with her. Then the strong defense layer has finally collapsed. Unsu